All right, I'm going to break down the first day of the NBA playoffs. So first we got the matchup between number 4 and number 5 seed in the East, Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to check my notes while I'm doing this. So first of all, I know some people were highlighting the fact that Toronto beat Cleveland in the season series. That was a regular season. We don't need to worry about that because things change in the playoffs, and Cavs didn't even have James Harden then. So first of all, we got the second half. Cavs come out with a 9-0 run. I don't know why I'm saying first of all when that's that second half, but here's some notes that we got. Max Strus came in. He's getting 24 points, knocking down threes. That guy, didn't see him a lot this year, but he's just showing up and doing well when he's there. Donovan Mitchell's getting some dunk at the end. That was way too easy. He needs a better interior defense. In fact, that's an issue that I noticed overall. Cleveland's got these two bigs, man, and they're a problem. And if you can't match up with them, I mean, Pirtle didn't go out there and make them work. Pirtle, you got to go out there. You got to put some effort in. You got to get some shots up. You got to make them feel you when they're playing defense. So when you're on the offensive end, man, you got to take it to them. Brandon Ingram only got up so many shots for the Raps. Listen, this is an issue. You gotta get that better. Maybe just Pirtle overall, man. You got to stop that on the inside. Can't have him just scoring easy at the rim. Put the clamps on Donovan Mitchell, or let him shoot you out of the game. Make him get up too many shots and avoid the rest of the teammates. So that's my takeaway with this. Harden was actually decent, showed up 22 points, 10 assists. We're still waiting for him to have his playoff collapse or see if he can actually break the trend this year. Next game up, game 2, Nuggets versus T-Wolves. So everybody thought this was going to be close. There's some people talking about, oh no, Nuggets should be scared or worried that they dropped that game. People thought, oh no, Nuggets going to be scared. They faced the T-Wolves. T-Wolves beat them in the past. People say this is a team that was put up specifically to beat the Nuggets. Well, here the issue is just the star power. Star power of Nuggets, which is better than star power of the T-Wolves. And I know Ant's coming off an injury, but wasn't efficient out there. Putting up only, 22 points, I think it was, 36.8% shooting. I know he's injured, but what are you doing, Randall, man? Randall getting, I think it was 16 points if I remember correctly. Meanwhile, Murray stepping up, leading his team with plus minus, and he scored 30 points. Jokic going out there, putting up another easy triple-double, doing what he's doing. Aaron Gordon's great when he's back. Really helps the team. I don't know. People were saying Nuggets should be worried. I don't really think so. I think the Nuggets are going to take care of everything. But T-Wolves are good, and if Edwards can be healthy and Randall actually steps up, then, might be something here. All right, third game. We got Knicks versus Hawks. 3 seed in the East versus the 6 seed. Hawks were playing hot near the end of the season, maybe getting a little bit of an ego. I was never that worried about them, but they deserve respect, and I wouldn't be surprised if they come and they make this a good series. My issue here, though, is when Karl Anthony Towns gets to get going and Jalen Brunson's going too, it can be a really tough matchup. I just don't know if the physicality of Okongwu is going to hold up against those two. They started hacking Mitchell Robinson, trying to get him out of the game because he's a big mother, try not to swear, but he's a big boy. Karl Anthony Towns going to work, putting up what he did, 25 points, yeah, and well, actually, that was the Jokic stat line I was just looking at, but, he's doing his job. Jalen Brunson continues to be a flopper. He's going to always be a flopper. It works well for him, and if it's going to game the system and the refs are going to reward him for it, then that's what's going to happen. 2-point game at the half. It went out of control, though. Listen, C.J. McCollum, what's going on with him? In a good way. C.J. McCollum turning back the hands of time, getting 26 points. I've been watched a few of his performances near the end of the season. He's been doing well. Being better than Mr. Scraggly here. All right. And then we got the final game of the night. The Lakers versus the Rockets. The 4 seed and the 5 seed in the West. Man, LeBron does it again. Kevin Durant, though, being out, that was a surprise. Looks like it's day-to-day. Got to figure out what's going on with that. Hopefully he gets back soon. You want the stars to play. And then LeBron's doing what he can at the age that he's at, but there's no Luka, no Austin Reeves. He hopes things come by. Jared Vanderbilt's making threes now. Saw him make a 3 in this game. Didn't really check how many he was shooting. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I mean, I'll shoot a 3 every now and then, and hell, if I was in an NBA game given enough chances, I'd knock one down. And I suck. I watch games, I don't play them. Kennard, though, stepping up. I always like Luke Kennard when he's able to play. Gets 27 points, knocks down 5 of 5 from 3. Good player. Amen Thompson being the neutral on his team in terms of plus minus. Everybody else is negative. He's going up with full 0 plus minus, getting 17, 7, and 7. Good defense, doing what he can on the offensive end. But man, the shooting percentages too. Lakers just locking in on defense, I guess. Every single Laker starter was shooting all below 40% besides a Koji, and he only took 4 shots. So I mean, Shot 50% on 4 shots. Okay, good for you. Lakers starters all, though, over 60% besides Marcus Smart, so that's something to keep an eye on. LeBron setting up people, getting them efficient. He had 13 assists, so maybe that's just it. Maybe it's just the better ball distribution led to better shots, and that's how we got here. Anyways, quick assessment of the day. Looking forward to night 2 and seeing what happens.